If you're thinking of moving to the city of Barrie, but you don't know where to start in terms of looking at properties, maybe you live in the GTA, but you're busy and you have a lot of time commitments and you can't find 2 hours out of your day to come look at any new property that comes onto the market. Or maybe the properties that you do want to view don't have open house on the weekend. Maybe you're coming from Hamilton or from Windsor, coming up to the city. Maybe you're coming from out of province or even from out of the country. What we have today is we have 3 properties on tour that we're viewing for 2 separate clients, 2 townhouses and this new build property, which we're in right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you guys on a tour of this property. We just took a look at it. And then afterwards, which we're not gonna show in the video, but we're gonna FaceTime our client and do a virtual showing, because what you see online for the professional media versus seeing in person is a very different perspective. The photos for this property were phenomenal and I fell in love with them, but after seeing it in person and walking through some of the aspects and features, I have a feeling that it's probably not gonna work for the individual that we're looking for here. And the medium in between that, between viewing property in person or looking at the photos online, is doing a virtual showing. And before clients come up or people come up to view a property and commit to driving X amount of hours or flying in from Ottawa, if you're from the military, we like to do virtual showings to showcase the property to our clients and ideally save them time, because that's what we're here for. We're local agents in the city of Barrie. We know the neighborhoods, we know the areas, the amenities, and the lifestyle that someone might want to step into. And so we're doing that. So we're gonna start off in the eat-in kitchen for this property here. This one is listed at $1,099,000, so just under $1.1 million. Brand new, it was just completed in 2023. You have 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2-car garage, unfinished basement. This property did put some money into extra additional builder upgrades, but they also didn't put some money into upgrades, which you might think come as standard for this type of development, but turns out it's not. So they upgraded with the pot lights. Most of these properties do come with 9-foot ceilings. They upgraded to a granite countertop. Initially, I thought this was quartz because of the mechanical pattern. It almost looks fabricated, but there are some natural stonework and natural pieces that tell that it is a granite countertop, which is nice. They upgraded the kitchen. You have the black hardware. It's not soft close cabinets, surprisingly enough, but that was probably another option that you had for it. You have your eating kitchen, you have your living room. This was one of the features that we just talked about. So you walk through here and you have a coat closet. And initially, like, why is there a coat closet right off the kitchen? Why shouldn't it be a pantry? But over here, there's no access to the garage from inside the house. This is a $1.1 million home. And we know, especially for the wintertime, having access to the garage, that might be a deal breaker for some people. You could potentially try and put your own access to the garage through here, but for some reason, it doesn't come in standard on a development like this and a property like this. But overall, it's a great layout for the kitchen and living space. It's all open concept, but it's still, you maintain that warm and cozy atmosphere. It doesn't feel too open concept where everything's just kind of scattered around. It has a good layout for this living space. And then around, you have your dining area. If you're hosting guests or entertaining. This is your 2-piece washroom on the main floor, right off the entrance, back there. And then you do have some coat storage at the front here from the foyer, but the other coat storage where technically access to the backyard access to the garage would have been nice, because there's a lot more storage over there. The layout of the upstairs is a little unique. It's a little bit different, but personally I do like it. So you have 4 bedrooms upstairs. So you have a lot of people. You have the laundry in a central location that everyone can really have access to. The primary bedroom is huge, but it also gives you this division between these 2 bedrooms and the 5-piece washroom in here versus the primary bedroom and the other bedroom, which could also be used as an office, as you'll see in a second. This is your first bedroom right off the entranceway. The location is phenomenal. So again, you're in South Barrie, you're in this brand new development. We're super close by to Park Place, which is Barrie's largest outdoor commercial development. It's got all different types of restaurants and stores and shopping. You're also really close by to the Costco. There's only one Costco in Barrie, and it is in the south end, and you're the closest that you respectively could be if that's something that's super important to you or your lifestyle or your family. You have Walmart, you have pretty much anything that you need, gyms, parks, hiking trails, it's all nearby with this area. You're also right off Mapleview Drive. So if you're someone who commutes to work, you just get on Mapleview and you're straight shot down to commute to the highway. This property is really big and it's tough to envision how these spaces can be used. They had staging in the media, but they took the staging away. But staging in this type of caliber of home, especially for this price point, would really go a long way to make it stand out. So this is a 4-bedroom home, but really this one could be used as an office. It's not the biggest room. The other 2 are larger, and obviously the primary, it's beautiful, it's massive, but you could fit a queen bed in here, a twin bed as well, or you could use it as an office space. or switch it up with one of the rooms up front. Use that, you have a little more natural light coming in, and this could be a bedroom. Right off the entranceway for the primary bedroom, you have your 5-piece washroom, which is gorgeous. You have a tub, you have a standing glass shower, depending on what you prefer. And then you have dual sinks. Right off that, you have a massive walk-in closet. I've seen bedrooms that are this size, so you have a ton of space as it is. If you want an even more space, you can go to IKEA or other hardware stores and you can get these boxes that stack up and you can put your shoes and clothing and you don't just have to hang it. You could really maximize the space. It should be more than enough for anything that you might need to store in terms of clothing and anything additional. It's a beautiful new home. You have a ton of space. This is a beautiful primary bedroom. So we're here at the second property now, and this is a townhouse. We're about 5 minutes away from the new build property that we just viewed. So you're relatively within the same neighborhood and you have access to the same amenities. This property was built in 2002, so it's older. This is more of a mature neighborhood, but obviously being a townhouse, a 3-bedroom townhouse, you have a very different price point. This one's priced at $724, and then the next townhouse we're gonna go see is at $679. So let's go check this one out. So this townhouse is 1,087 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom finished basement, and then you have 2 washrooms, but you only have one on the top floor and one on in the basement then, because there's no washroom on this main floor. This is interesting. This is quartz. Usually the more modern touch is to do it kind of square, but they did. I do like how they carry this up. I think there's an older kitchen. They just quickly redid it, but they painted it. It's a nice neutral color. Oh, so look at that. You got all this brand new development happening across the road. I think we showcased that in the Barrie neighborhoods tour, the new neighborhood. All that's being built up. There's hundreds of homes going in there. If you are purchasing a property in this area, if you're purchasing a new build or a townhouse here, you're gonna have to get used to some noise because that's gonna continue being built, and there's probably gonna be dust, and your car is probably gonna be dirty at this end of the road, or if you live in the new development area, because they're still building. They haven't laid the sod yet. There's gonna be all types of noises and construction hammering going on. You can't hear too much from in here. I don't know if the mic's picking it up. So this flooring, I love the color, but it is a vinyl. But it is a vinyl. It's just a vinyl flooring, so there's no underflooring. It is a little cold on the feet. It looks nice, it's very durable, but it is a little cold. I know the heating isn't on in this house, but I feel like I need slippers if I'm gonna be walking around here. They did some basic lipstick upgrades on this property, but I think it looks nice. The doors, the black hardware, the neutral paint, the black air vents, it goes a long way. I'd say this is a pretty good sized room. The only thing is that this is your only 4-piece washroom. So if you have guests coming by, they're gonna have to go upstairs. I mean, there's no 2-piece on the main floor. So actually, fun fact, the tornado hit not too far from here, and I'm not sure if the fences are slanted because of that. It looks like the neighbors got a new fence redone. That looks really good, but that one has to get propped up by a stick there. Again, not sure if that was because of the winds for the tornado that might have shifted the foundation for the fence, but I mean, at least you get one side that has a new fence, right? Yeah, and this one's a little bit bigger, but basically the same size as the other one. Let's check out the basement. I want to see the basement. Me and Harley, who's behind the camera right now, and my real estate partner, so if you're working with us, we're gonna be working together, but we always talk about how one of the biggest, not pet peeves, what is it? A thing that we always notice is how sometimes there's different flooring on every different level. So this one feels like vinyl as well. They could have gone with the same one upstairs. They chose to go with the lighter one. Makes sense. It's a smaller, much smaller space, so it makes it seem a little brighter and a little bigger. They did do a good renovation here. The flooring goes all the way through, easy maintenance here. And then this is your 3-piece downstairs. Potentially purchasing this as an investment, renting it out, it'd be pretty ideal because this is basically, you have no maintenance going on here. You have the 3-piece washroom downstairs. If you have guests staying here, then, oops. What's that?
It's like a vinyl with grout. Is it a tile?
Oh my God. No, they're not gonna be putting tiles this big.
I didn't think so with the tile, but like.
But there is a grout. You're right.
Grout, eh?
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so we thought the flooring was vinyl, but turns out it's actually tile. which is crazy. They tiled this entire basement. That's a lot of work. I feel like that's more work than necessary. Would it not just be easier to put in vinyl?
I think it's probably a good solution for a basement. Shifting, maintenance, longevity.
But if you ever wanted to change the color of the flooring or take the flooring up, you have to take a jackhammer to. This was pretty nice. Same case with last property. When I end this video, we're gonna call our client or FaceTime our client and walk him through it, and then hop into the next property, which we'll see you at. Final property for today. It's also a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouse with a fully finished basement. But I don't know if you can see from here. Right over there, you have St. Gabriel, the Archangel Catholic Elementary School, which is a great school, and you also have Hyde Park, super close by. So if you're someone who wants to park nearby to go with your kids, with your pets, and take a walk and enjoy, then this property is definitely a better option because it's super close by. Let's see what this one has. So we're at the second one here. This one's nice because it has the inside access to the garage, but we did just check this. Something you can't get through photos or through a tour like this, and this is why we like doing virtual showings, because if someone were to drive up a couple hours to do a viewing here, the garage has an odor of cigarettes to it, and that's not something you could translate through digitally online. Only if someone's here to actually do the showing, you get that. And for some people, that might be a huge kind of turn off for the property. Very similar layout to the other one. Very nice backyard. That's a nicer backyard than the other one. Check this out. This one's an end unit too, which is nice. You have, if you want to mow your lawn, you can come around the side instead of carrying it through the house, as in the other one, because the other one, it didn't have access to the garage. You have to carry your lawnmower. Either you have a second one in the backyard, or you have to carry it through the house. Wow, this one's had a lot of showings. I like the kitchen in the other one a little bit better, but obviously this one's priced much better. This one's missing some little bit of hardware here, but the upgrades to the other one looks nicer. And yeah, this is laminate. The other one's quartz. I like the backyard on this one much better. That's a big plus. The price point's also a big plus, but if you're someone spending a lot, oh, looks like somebody already did that. That's crazy. You could have cut your head. What
are the chances I hit that one?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the chances I hit the broken one?
That's crazy, but somebody already hit it and broke it. Well, out of all these showings, that's dangerous. They should put some tape on that. We should walk away from that. Let's check out the upstairs first on this one. Different flooring upstairs. The other one had it. Yeah, it's pretty much a similar layout, except for this one you got more closet space in this one, which is nice because you don't have that walkway with the stairs. The finishes on the other one and the renovation was done a lot better. So I think was it the gray that was on there prior, or the gray was on there after? Did they run out of paint?
I think so.
Because like all this isn't cut, which is a minor thing. You could easily do it, but if you're paying $675 for a townhouse that doesn't have a washroom on the main floor, I'm sure you want painting to be fully done. Harley mentioned something in the other one which was good, because this one, it's set to 19, but it's warmer, probably with the sunlight too, but the other one was freezing. It's a shame for a house to show so well, but then be like, the buyers are freezing inside. So pro seller tip, turn your heat on, or don't turn it off if you're not gonna live in here. From a tour like this, or being able to come in person or on our FaceTime with a client, what we can do, if it's something that's important to them, we can check out the furnace. Or we do check out the furnace, the age of it, make sure that everything looks all right. That's something also that you're not gonna find in the photos. You're not gonna find in the 3D tour unless you come see it in person, or unless someone specifically takes a look for you. You can tell by the age of the furnace based on these pipes. So these means it's an older furnace. The newer furnaces, they have white or black plastic pipes, and that's how you know that's the newer furnace. The shower in the other one's bigger, which is nice, but I would probably be a good idea to cover up the electrical and all the partially exposed wire if you're gonna be showering in here. Probably want to do a better job too, just waterproofing it, make sure no moisture gets into that panel over there. This concrete looks recently poured in the wintertime with water on top. It's settled, but is it gonna crack in like 2 weeks? So it's insulated a little bit. Doesn't look like it's heated. I don't see any vents. But in terms of like an office space for the summertime, this is pretty cool. If you need some extra space, come out here, do your work, go back inside. You have that differentiation between work life and home life. And also with the other one too, you could probably build this if you wanted to, but this is, I mean, this is an investment they made to put this up here. And they did run electrical to this, so you can charge stuff, and then if you get Wi-Fi, if you need stronger Wi-Fi, you can probably boost it up here, but it's pretty cool. It's a good addition here. We're gonna wrap it up there. That's all we can show you guys today, but hopefully you enjoyed coming on tour with us, checking out 3 properties. If you are thinking of moving to Barrie or relocating and you're somewhere in a location where you can't come view homes in person, then one step would be to come up on the weekends for open houses, but the first property you saw, they don't do open houses. They haven't done one and they're probably not going to do one. So that limits your options a little bit. Seeing what you see online on photos versus what you see in person are 2 very different perspectives. They paint a very different picture of the lifestyle, the space, and whether or not you're going to want to purchase a property there. So the medium in between is doing virtual showings like these. So we called our clients, we had a good conversation about what they're looking for. And if they do decide to come look at these homes, we're going to schedule time to come look at them. Or if something comes up in between, they've already seen a portion of it so that they might be comfortable putting in a contract if it comes down to the fact that they really want the home and somebody else is putting an offer on it. But other than that, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.